Hi, my name is Tracy Estalone, and this is Criminal Justice Technology, term summer 2014. I'm going to go ahead and open up the link that was on our assignment PDF. Okay. Browse through here, the instructions told us. Okay. For the criminal history, I decided to choose sex crimes, more of an interest to me, and I decided to choose Broward County as the county of supervision. I left the current location as all, and I'm going to deselect this right here and submit. Okay, now to find the fugitive that I was most interested in, it did take a few tries. I did try a couple of these people. Most of them were up there in age, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and it was really hard to find them. I guess after a certain amount of years of this case being opened and being terminated, it took some time, so I decided to look over here. And this one says the scheduled termination date is for November 2015. So I figured I'd probably have a better shot with Mr. Michael Anderson. It says here that he was driving with a suspended license, indecent exposure, 2 counts, and community supervision length 1 to 2 years, varying. So I figured, if this happened in 2013, that means that he's still around here somewhere, and it'll be easier to find him. His birthday is in January of 1991. That's the year he was born, so he's around 23. And what I did is I went to PIPL.com. It's a search engine that I'm familiar with, and I typed in his name. I put in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, since we know that he's still in Broward County. After that, I went ahead and I scrolled down a little bit, and it let me know what his relatives' names are, which is Michael Anderson and Angela D.D. Anderson, which is probably his parents, since he's 23 years of age, and it's showing Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it also gives us Margate. After I seen the Margate, I decided to look into it further, and seeing that Michael Anderson is listed here, I'm guessing that maybe he's a junior. Now, what else another thing I did is I went ahead and typed in Michael Anderson and Margate, Florida into white pages, and I ended up with this. I have Michael Todd Anderson here, which is the fugitive, and then I have Michael E. Anderson and Michael Roy Anderson. One is 31 and one is 41, so one may be his older brother and the other may be his father. Then I went ahead on another link and I put 10 digital, it's 10digits.us, and I put in the name, and it gave me this number and address, which is in Margate, but it gave it to me for Michael E. Anderson, no telling if that's any correlation with Michael Todd Anderson. So what I did is I went back into PIPL.com. I typed in Michael Anderson and did a whole search in the Florida area, and I chose the third option here, which is Michael Todd Anderson. And once I chose that, it took me here to this link, and I'm just going to wait for it to load up. Once it loads up, I'm going to tell you what I did next. Because originally here it said, in the previous link it said Largo, Florida. So what I'm going to do as soon as it uploads is I'm going to change that from Largo to Margate, Florida. And once I did that, I got this option here. Scroll down, I got a Mr. Michael Elijah Anderson, and with my luck, I got Angela D.D. Anderson, so I know this is the right Michael E. Anderson, and I can go based off that address. Once I got this address here, I figured that this is where Mr. Michael Todd Anderson lives, and then I got a phone number. Once I got the phone number, I went back to PIPL.com, I typed it in, and it said Florida Digital Network. And once I clicked on Florida Digital Network, I realized I put it in a search engine, Yahoo, and I decided to figure out what it is. And based off of this information here, it looks like it's a home phone company, like a local phone company. So not only was I able to find the address, but I was also able to find the phone number. So that's how I went about the search.